Hey, Nation, Harry here, and we're bringing someone across the aisle, Jim Roddy at the RSPA. Welcome to SMB Nation.
Harry, always great to talk with you. Thanks for having me.
All right, and you've helped us grow the 420 MSP practice. Thank you. That's it's got legs. It's got legs. That's pretty exciting. But you have a conference coming up, and I'll tell you, I on Facebook, my middle name is Risk Forward, which is an investor term instead of investing backwards. But I thought I was risk forward. You're really risk forward. You guys committed to a July date some time ago for your multi-day Retail Now annual conference, and it looks like it worked. Talk to me. Give me some context, and we'll also talk about what is the show. But the timing, you pulled it off, dude.
Sure. Yeah, I was going to say the vaccination plan seemed to really work out for us as things started rolling out early part of the year. So the show is called Retail Now. It's an annual convention, put an asterisk by annual because nothing happened in 2020, but it's a gathering of VARs, MSPs, software developers, hardware vendors, distributors, all in the retail technology space. When we say retail, we talk about restaurants, retail, we talk about grocery, convenience store, and the cannabis vertical. So we draw close to 2,000 attendees every year, about
Man,
160 exhibitors. So it's a good size show, and it's all channel focused,
yeah.
right? Like you've got to be playing in the channel in order to do it. And so, there's all sorts of stuff that I could get into for the show. But the one thing that we're saying is it's in Nashville this year. It's in person. You actually get to see people in three-dimensional format, which is something we haven't been able to do in quite some time. And so, and we're also, because people are nervous, like, hey, are you going to be able to pull off a show like it's going to be the first industry-wide show
Yeah.
in almost 2 years? And what we've been able to see is our registrations as of this recording today are trending ahead of all our past years that we've had, whether the show is in Nashville, Vegas, Orlando, anything like that. So interest is really high, and we think that it's going to be a coming out party for the Retail IT channel.
Yeah, I've had to revise my forecast about events based on, I mean, hopefully with my analyst hat on, I'm doing revisions. If I make a forecast, I don't have to stick with it. I'm just doing the best I can.
Right.
But you and I have talked. I really thought it would be Q4, and I didn't know. I didn't know if you'd be able to pull it off in Q3, and you are. The only thing I would say is I kind of wish it was in Q4 because the humidity levels would be down in Nashville.
Well, the good thing is it's at a Gaylord property. So you know how those are. That's like its own biosystem, ecosystem kind of thing. So you can go into the Gaylord. Again, the show runs like Sunday through Tuesday. You can come in early, Harry, Saturday, hang out at the water park. That can be your time outside, and then spend the next 3 days in climate controlled.
Yeah, and one more time on those dates, I'm on my calendar.
Sure. July 25th through 27th. Again, it's Retail Now at the Gaylord Opryland in Nashville.
Yeah, cool. And it looks like on my calendar, you're not colliding with any industry events. So that's cool because sometimes there are collisions. In the past, CompTIA has kind of been in that window, usually
Yes.
late July, early August, typically at places that are very hot and humid. What's up with that, man? Stop that.
Hey, so just so you know, before I joined, I've been a volunteer with the RSPA for a decade and a half, but I joined full time a couple years ago as a business coach and the VP of marketing. When I was at Business Solutions Magazine, we would talk to the RSPA and CompTIA and say, can you please not schedule it on the same week? And if you do that, can you at least be in the same time zone, right? Because somebody would be in Vegas, someone else would be in Florida. You'd have to kind of cut your team in half. So yeah, it'd be great if we're able to coordinate that. But as you know, from scheduling events, you got to find the right facility and all sorts of other things, all sort of competing interests. But yeah, we're in a good spot being in late July again from a vaccination standpoint, from a folks' willingness to travel standpoint. That's the other thing. Like we didn't just like close our eyes and jump into this and say like ready or not, here we come, which I call the the hide and go seek method. We were asking our vendors, we were asking our resellers, we were asking our software developers, how do you feel about traveling? And so we had a lot of people who were yes, and a lot of people who were maybe, and the maybe was if I can get my vaccine. And the way those rollouts have been going, there's super, again, high enthusiasm, folks ready to get back at it, and they can do it with confidence. The other thing is I want to say is we're going to make sure it's a safe environment as well, right? Where it's part of the Marriott system, the way we understand it, masks are still going to be mandatory. For that, we're going to enforce social distancing. There's going to be, hand sanitizer stations all over the place. The way food is going to be distributed is going to be different as well. We actually have a tab on the RetailNOW website just dedicated to safety, and we're giving all sorts of regular safety spotlight updates. We have the long list of things that we're going to do. So it's going to be a little different from what a typical trade show is, but it's still going to be way, way better than, no offense, a Zoom meeting where we're just looking at each other screen to screen.
Yeah, yeah. Well, not only will I be there, I'm participating on one of the panels in the cannabis technology area. I'm inoculated. The only side effect from Pfizer #2 is it made my arms really long. Look at that. That's the only side effect. I took up swimming again, man. It's great.
Hey, you gotta be careful. Somebody's gonna grab that screen grab and send it out and think that you're serious about it. They'll be like, oh my gosh, gigantism is a side effect. So
there we go. All right, my friend, we'll talk to you soon.
Always a pleasure, Harry. Thanks.